Good day, everyone. So we continue with our presentation for today in our subject. So we got a few things to understand in this particular part, which is I'll be continuing the report about types of aversion. There are two kinds of aversion that we usually try to use in a certain way of improving our operational process. The first one we call it common cause variation. This type of variation is actually inherent to any process and is considered as natural or normal variation. It means it's a normal ways and processes that we do in a certain company. It also arises from a combination of factors that are present in the process of ongoing basis. Number two, it represents the expected variation that occurs due to common everyday sources of randomness and inherent process capability, which is, in other words, common cause variation is the usual or the normal thing we do at the company or the process or whatsoever. Number two, we call this special cause variation. The other name is assignable cause variation. It arises from specific, identifiable causes that can be isolated and addressed, is often unpredictable, and can result in significant shifts or abnormalities in processes performance. It means these are the kinds of variable or variations that actually done in a certain way or in a special way to solve something in the company, which is it's being done if there's a common problem that we are facing in specific places around the company. The third reason, special cause variation represents unusual or abnormal circumstances that have an impact on the process, resulting in expected outcomes. So if there's a need of ASAP solution to the problems of the company, special cause variation is being used. But the common two mistakes that we have in the company is that first mistake, we don't recognize that the one that we use is special cause of variation. So we lose the opportunity to improve the system. The second problem, we think it's a special cause of variation, but actually it's a common cause of variation. These are the two types of mistakes that we commonly misunderstood in terms of these processes of variations. If we have that mistake, first, we lose the opportunity to improve it. Second, we lose the opportunity to grow and improve the processes of variation. The second part, we called it process capability. Process capability is a statistical measure that quantifies the inherent ability of a process to consistently produce output that meets the required specifications. It assesses the capability of the process to meet customers' expectations and provides insights into the potential for producing non-conforming or defective items. So, in other words, this kind of process capability is the one who controls the quality and be able to meet the customer expectations, the quality that they're expecting. Third, we call this use of process capability information. What is the use of this capability information? It provides a quantitative assessment of how well a process is performing in relation to customer requirements and specifications. It means this is a picture data of a result of how we do the services, the response of the customers towards the services. Second, it helps to identify the sources and extent of process variability. Third, helps organizations set realistic improvement target for their processes. Fourth, it helps prioritize improvement efforts by focusing on processes with the greatest potential for improvement. So it means these particular processes, it helps to identify whether this kind of improvement needs to be retained, continue, or stop. Because it gonna shows in this kind of capability information whether this is effective or defective. The last one provides insights into the stability of a process over time. So, in short, as the process goes, it gives a clearer identification or picture whether this kind of capability information or process it be able to help the company. Hope we learn and understand the meaning of two kinds of variations, which is a common variations, common cost variations. Second is the special cost variations, process capability information, and the use of it. So thank you so much for listening. This is Group 3, Mr. Joe King Tamon with Miss Jonah. So hope we enjoy and have a nice day, everyone. Thank you for listening.